Hello everybody, I'm here at a falafel place. I'm just walking, buildings there. And I was going to get a chicken shawarma, but I've been a chicken souvlaki dinner. But there's I've been eating a lot of chicken lately. My vegetarian friend always going, give the poor chickens a break. So I got here and I'm like going, okay, let's do falafel. So, and she's making the rice fresh. And then there was another customer who was like going, oh, I've got to wait for the rice. And I was going to go just give me the fries. But it's a nice day and I'm outside and I'm getting fresh air. And I did do some writing today of some pretty dicey material, some pretty explosive material, some stuff a bit, some pretty hot stuff. So I'm like going, oh, just fresh air, walk, falafel, falafel meal. And then I'll have some of it here and then I'll walk back. So anyway, that's what's happening. Bye for now. I can see the rice cooking on the pot there, and she's mixing up the falafel batter thingy to fry it. So it's okay, I'm not in any rush. And the other customers also waiting, and then more customers are coming in. It took a while waiting for the rice, but it's fresh. It's hot, fresh rice. She fried these thingies. I saw her make them, in the batter, and they're hot. And there's hot sauce, not the best hot sauce, but there's tahini, there's pita in there. It's very good food. Kind of good. Oh well, $20. I could have eaten inside at Firkin, the veggie burger just down there. But this was nice. It's like a picnic, and I got lots of food to take home too. Hello everybody, it's morning. We had a good night with babies on the bed and Agita nearby, and we got up early, had some treats for the kids, and kind of went back to bed. So anyway, and then playtime. There's a lot of toys all over the place, and now I'm going to give the kids breakfast and try to see if I can do a little bit more right. I did a little bit yesterday, some pretty kind of, some of the more, intense stuff. So I did little bits at a time, but I'm moving. Anyway, a little bit of pulls because of the writing I'm doing. I mean, it's to be expected, but the pushes are holding, and I'm just going to keep going day by day. And I do want to keep the writing going though, because I want to record the details that I don't, discuss in podcasts for privacy considerations and anonymity. Hello everybody, I'm here Canadian Tire buying yet another vacuum. I buy a vacuum every year, and they die usually just at about a year, just after a year. And this last one that I bought, I think was identical to this, it died within a year. Or, well, it hasn't, it just started smelling, and, I felt like I thought the belt might have broken or needs a new belt, and it was like, it was not sucking, and it was smelling, it was like burnt smell. And I'm like, I had so many others. I started using the cordless one. Cordless one is making a lot of noise, and it's barely sucking. I think they need like proper cleanings. And the guy told me just now, he said, you got to remove all, particularly cat hair and threads and all that stuff. They get caught in that. I try to remove what I can, but I don't remove you don't unscrew the whole thing and take the whole thing off, which I think I'm supposed to do. I just got to pull it from my fingers, so it's probably not a great job. So he goes, oh, you got to keep doing it. I'm like, almost cheaper just to buy one every year, So the other one actually died, started malfunctioning within a year, but I didn't have the extended warranty. And I'd have to look at the manufacturer and look it up and take it and all of that stuff. And then they'd say, you're not taking pretty care of it and this and that. And I just postponed it. I picked up the vacuum from home, from the house, from the other. And that's not working properly either. And now I vaguely remember that I took it there because it was one of the ones that was acting up. And it makes a lot of noise. And it sort of sucks, but just a little bit. So that one's also malfunctioning. I have like 7 of them. They're like all over. So they've filled up the solarium now. And I think there's some deep in the pantry which I can't access. So one of those might even work, but I can't access it because it's so deep in the pantry with all the shit. So I'm like going, I just checked today, and I'm like, I had to get oil for the Mini anyway. It's on sale. Again, they're always on sale. And for a while, they were not even coming on sale, but this is like a $89 down from $300. So, I mean, it's almost cheaper than going to try to get the other one serviced and go to the vacuum guy and get a belt and have him do it and clean it up. probably costs $60, $70 anyway. So why not just buy yet another one? Okay, got a lot more gourmet cans. The flavors they like from PetSmart. Reading that thing there. And then I came out to Sobeys. And I got, got some kitty litter and some ice cream. So, and there's a car next to me is almost exactly the same, except it's much, much newer. I parked the Mini myself. I don't give this one to the valets because it's a manual. And this way it's much easier. I can just load everything into the cart and take it up, So I think I did this just a few months ago. I do it very often. I gotta go assemble another vacuum cleaner. It's kind of funny, especially for someone who doesn't vacuum much. Anyway, bye for now. Taking the free delivery there, which is available, in the evenings, and because you've got all this the stuff, and it goes directly from the underground. You don't have to switch. Okay, I put the vacuum receipt in one of those drawers where I keep tax stuff. And of course I'll forget, because if the thing breaks within a year, which it probably will, it keeps doing it. So hopefully my friend out of province who watches each and every single podcast will remember this. And next time, friend out of province, when I ask you, where did I put do you remember where I put the receipt for the vacuum cleaner? It's in the drawer. Tomorrow, I don't even feel, I don't face assembling it. It's like one screw. But I'll do that tomorrow. It's too much work. We'll do that tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, the project, assemble vacuum cleaner and vacuum. It needs a vacuuming. I brought the blue one back all the way, and it makes a lot of noise. It's not really working, The other one is making a lot of noise and not really working. And there's 2, 3 more. There's one identical to this I bought last year. Probably less than a year. But I don't know where I had the receipt. And then, you have to take it to the manufacturer. For like $90, it's easier just to buy it. As long as I just hope this one lasts a year. That's all I ask. And I'm asking a lot, just a year. Then I'll replace it again. As long as Canadian has the sales. And the kids are like, Daddy, how many vacuums? How many vacuums are we going to have? Most of them don't work, sweeties. Anyway, I'm going to take down the recycling because I got that, the cart is outside, so I'm going to take it down. So I'm taking all the empty bottles and things down. Anyway, bye for now. You think we have enough pouches and cans? We're kind of running out of space here. But this was the buy 10, get 2 free deal. So I get 10 of those, 10 pouches and 10 cans. They like the turkey and cheese, and they like the salmon topper sachet thingies. Tiki. Anyway, bye for now. While I was driving back, I got an email from my out-of-province friend. I think she's seen the latest podcast, but I'll read her comments afterwards. Let me do all of this, and then I can relax and eat, and then see her things. But I'm pretty sure that when she sees the next podcast, she's going to kind of agree with me that buying cat food and vacuum cleaners, spending money on this stuff is much, much better than spending money on certain other things. Anyway, bye for now. Look at the vacuum cleaners. Look at that. Just look at that. It's crazy. And I think I already took some to the house, And there's some in the pantry. There may be 1 or 2 way back there, which even if they work, I can't access them. So it's just easier to buy another one. There's a stick for a vacuum. Oh, that's for that. Good morning, everybody. The twins are playing. We've had playtime already with the toys. And then they had brunch, their favorite flavors. Agita's here. So, and had a very good night with the kids. Last night I just worked on a journal entry and I didn't assemble the vacuum. This morning's project. So I think it's 1 screw, but still, I've done this so many times. I buy so many of these freaking things that, I think I bought the exact same one last time. Lasted a few months. They're not completely gone. They're there. I think they just need servicing and maybe belts or something. But no, they're all piled up in there. Like I said, I think there might be 1 or 2 in the closet as well, which I can't access because they're junk. So, but had a good night. Had a good morning with the kids. Night, baby's on the bed, Agita nearby, lots of cuddle time. And in the morning, I exchanged texts with a friend. I'm meeting him for dinner for a buffet. this evening. We were supposed to meet on Sunday, but for lunch. But he wasn't feeling well, so so that's something to look forward to. A nice Indian buffet and catching up with my friend, and then exchanged a couple of other text emails with friends, and fed the kids. And I had cheese crackers and a little bit of leftover roti, with very spicy, with shrimp, from last night. So that was my own breakfast, and now I won't eat until 8:30 of the buffet. It's a very good buffet. I've shown it before. Indian flame, tandoori flame, in Mississauga. So so the plan now is going to maybe make a journal entry, assemble the vacuum. Just 5 minutes. You're just gonna stick this in there and that in there, and then do a quick vacuuming, test it out. This is hair here as usual. Mostly her hair, because Daddy doesn't have any, and babies are relatively short-haired. A little bit of hair, but this is Agita hair more than likely. Hello everybody, it's a little bit later, and I've just been relaxing, spending time with the kids, kind of procrastinating assembling this thing. I mean, it's very simple to assemble, but still I got to take it out of the box. So, of course, the kids are going to help me. They're going to help me unbox this thing and assemble it, and then watch me vacuum. Not a cat's favorite thing, but they know we have a lot of vacuums. Okay, kids helped. Well, they watched at a distance while I assembled this thing. Now, where's the thingy? Yep. Where's the on? There's a first turning on of the bridge. Was that one screw? That one. I didn't have a screwdriver, so I had to use like a skewer. I have a screwdriver somewhere, but it's in the pantry, which means it's inaccessible. Now, on is where? Ah, there. Oh, very nice. Look at that. Oh, the cat hair. Wonderful. Oh, that's a nice tiny bunch. It's smelling a bit too old, but it's not a burnt smell. It's like a brand new smell. It's like a brand new car smell. I guess it's a brand new vacuum cleaner smell. Hello everybody, we've got one baby there under the bed because there was a lot of vacuuming going on, like a brand new vacuum. It's actually not as loud as the last one because the last one wasn't working properly, but it's still loud and it's a brand new vacuum. So that one, I think, is Lcee went to hide. Finn is here and Agita's there, and normally she would object to a brother being on the adjacent. She'd be like chasing him away, going, look, you can go there, Why do you need to be this close to me? I'm a social distance queen. But look at that. She's completely allowing it. But I think it's mainly their communal hatred of vacuums. It's like, just like, anyway, I guess this is now going to the vacuum cleaner room, probably the only working one in there. So, become the vacuum cleaner room. Anyway, and now I'm going to try to do a little bit more writing if I can and get ready, put all this stuff back. I was going to clean the kitchen, but that's too much effort. I vacuumed the floor. There was hair and dust and everything all over here. It wasn't looking white anymore, but so it was a good vacuum, I have to say. I just, wonder how long it's going to last. Hello everybody, I just had a very nice dinner. The problem was with my former student friend. The problem was that, we were going to meet at 8, and the place we wanted to go, or 8:30, and the place we were going to go for the vegetarian thali closes at 9. So we wouldn't have had time to talk. So I suggested this place. I said, this is veg and non-veg. It's a buffet. They got chicken, and I eat chicken. My friend eats chicken, and I've been here before, and it's a really good... Didn't realize that today's a religious holiday. Me not being religious and being very anti-religious, and I don't pay any attention to this stuff. But apparently it's a religious holiday, and there was like all these religious people here because they came for the celebration afterwards, and afterwards they come to you to eat. I mean, when I was a kid, religious shit, and my parents would like, you do whatever you do, and then you have dinner at home. You have like biryani or something, but now everybody goes out. I guess it's a new thing. See, it was just packed, and my friend got here first, and there was a long lineup. So we're looking at other places to go, but everywhere around here is kind of, all the people are coming for the festival thing. So I'm like, I said the food here is really good, So, and then we waited, and then suddenly we went from like the number 5 on the list to 1. So we got a table. I ate a lot, but my friend, is not like addictive like I am. So he just ate controlled amounts and, 1 plate of this and a little bit of fruit. And I'm like stuffing my food. I didn't even show the food this time, but I was just stuffing myself with food. I even forgot to tape. But we were talking. So I filled him in on a lot of the details. A good friend, I don't hold much back. So I filled him in on a lot of the details and he asked me, he goes, what are the details of the last binge? And he still calls me sir or professor, which is very sweet. So he goes, sir, professor, and I'm telling him all this stuff about the substances and this and that. And I'm like, it's kind of funny. We're sitting there and there's all these religious people around us and they're all dressed up in their stuff, and I'm trying to keep my voice down when I'm talking about the dusty dumpster road and weaseling stuff. And we're in the corner though, and we're like looking around, but everybody's so busy eating and stuffing their faces that I don't paid a lot of attention. So it was good though, and I told him about the incentives to make it to my birthday, to my friend's wedding, and all of that stuff. And then after that, my things with the doctor, and then we've arranged our next meal, the one to celebrate my birthday, be the end of July, so that we can put that on the list of another thing to aim for, another incentive. So to the end of the month. So then I'm going to have to come up with things for August. We'll do it one thing at a time. So right now the goal is just 3 more weeks. That's all, to my friend's wedding, and then 3 more weeks to 3 more days to my birthday, and then a few days to the next dinner and we'll go to that other place, the vegetarian place, where hopefully not a lineup, and we'll try not to go on a festival day. So, I'm very full though. I ate a lot of food. I'm talking, and he goes, professor, eat. Don't. I'm like going, I'll eat and talk. So I'm talking, and I'm just, I did this, and I'm like, and I'm stuffing my face at the same time. It's fun. Anyway, bye for now. Back to the kids. See, it was just jam-packed, and you can see people coming out, and they're all dressed in their festive, colorful, ethnic outfits, So it was just like packed in there, But it's okay. I talked about the binges and and I overate, So I just kind of ignored the festival people. Anyway, bye for now. Hello everybody, Agita's there. Both the babies are here. It's about 2:30 in the afternoon. Still kind of decompressing from yesterday, just because it was nice talking to my friend. Pretty nice to see him again, but there's so many people there for that religious festival thingy. And then we did talk, and then I told him some details. He's a good friend, and I did tell some of the details that I hold back in the podcast, because he was like going, tell me about the binges. So I talked about the previous, but I haven't seen him in 3-4 months. So there's been a couple of 2 or 3 binges since then. So I went through them and described them, and then in a little bit of detail. So today there was a bit of pull, and there was some pull, and there was like and then I talked to my parents, and I talked to my mother particularly because she celebrates the festival, the religious festival that was on yesterday, and they didn't expect me to call because they don't call on these things. They didn't know about them. I made it very clear that I'm not, atheist. So they didn't expect to call, but I was like, I told my father, I said, accidentally, and he goes, how did you know it was, Eid? And I go, completely accidentally, because I went with a friend for a dinner, and there were all these people all dressed up, and they were celebrating stuff, So I'm like, and I knew what it was because it was the ceremony that my mother the occasion that when my mother became fairly devout, even when I was a child. We always celebrated, those festivals, and but my father, he stopped going to the prayers, and so did I. I was a declared atheist when I was like 18 or 19, so I completely stopped going to all of that stuff and pretty much cut out all contact with family that is religious and that is, So that's except for my mother, so. Because, we were very close and I was looking after them and all of that stuff. So, and they know not to push so they didn't call yesterday or this morning, and it was their Eid today, so it was sort of worked out. I called, and my mother has trouble hearing over the phone, but I tried to tell her that I found out accidentally. I told the story to my father, so that was kind of interesting, And then after that, I just time with the kids. Had a very good night with the kids. Baby's on the bed as usual. Agita nearby, and going over the conversations with my friend, which I enjoyed it, But talking about the details of the binges, yeah, it does. And then today, I kind of discovered that there was a situation available in Toronto. But I'm like going, no, I've said publicly that I'm going to make it to my friend's wedding and then to my birthday and then hopefully also to the doctor's appointment on the 26th. I've said it publicly. I've said that, I told my friend that, attending his wedding, one of my wedding guests, is going to be sobriety. And I said this like 4 weeks ago, so I had to make that 5, 6. So it's only 2 weeks to this wedding. Just over 2 weeks to this wedding, so I can't, spoil that present. Plus, of course, there's going to be an envelope. So I'm like, no, I'm not going to. So Paul was there, but it's okay. I'm managing. So now I'm going to write. I got to write about yesterday. It was kind of a funny story because I was like, I didn't expect it, and then there was all these people wearing, kind of reminded me a bit of my childhood, and except as I told my father. In childhood, for these, these occasions, we wouldn't go to restaurants. I mean, people would have them in their homes, and you'd have like biryani, and and relatives would come, to our house, or we'd go to the uncle's house or whatever. When I was, talking like a very long time ago, So, but now it seems that people are, they're taking the easier way, just going to restaurants for Eid celebrations. And my father's going, well, it seems that the community has more money now than before. Anyway, so I had a nice long chat with my father and spent time with the kids. And everybody's here. So I'm now going to at least make a journal entry and write about yesterday's, because it was kind of funny. And as I was telling my friend, and all these people celebrating their holy festival around us, and I was keeping my voice down. My friend was like, don't say anything anti-religious here, but I was telling him something about the binges, which is, a little bit, there's substances and other stuff going on there, and there's people all around us, who don't even drink. They don't drink alcohol. So I'm like, it was kind of funny, talking about various things, details with all this, religious celebration type thing going on around us. So it makes it a sort of interesting story, especially if it includes the details of what I was talking about. Yeah, it was kind of funny. Anyway, so far so good. Talk to you later. Bye for now. Hello, everybody. Had a good night and morning with the kids, and I decided that it's a nice day. I might as well come to town. So I haven't had breakfast or lunch or anything yet. It's like 2 or 3 o'clock now. So I'm thinking I'm just going to go to the cinema, and I might just catch the latest Indiana Jones one with the de-aged Harrison Ford. So I don't think de-aging works for many professors in my podcast. But anyway, I'm not a big fan, but it's something to watch, and it's the only one that works for the timing. Otherwise, I'll have to wait till like 5, or I go to the art gallery. So I haven't 100% decided yet. So. Hello everybody, I'm on my way down the escalators after having seen the Indiana Jones movie. Very silly indeed, but I guess that was to be expected. They did do a very good job of the de-aging process when he was supposed to be younger in certain scenes. It was actually, entertaining, I guess. 2.5 hours kind of wasted, which is okay. Now I'm out, and so now I might look. I had some poutine with the veggie gravy. Well, it's like, can I give you a big thing of poutine? So I had that was my breakfast lunch, and big thing of poutine. And now I think I'm going to grab some takeout and take it back on the bus, and then I'll eat later. So I just walk around. I'm at the biryani house here on Dundas, and I used to come here a very long time ago, and I get like a chicken biryani or something. So I'm getting some takeout later at night, a chicken kebab roll and a chicken biryani. For some reason, chicken biryani is cheaper than vegetable biryani. And also I'm like going, okay, since it's a chicken day, let's have chicken rice and chicken with roti with wrap. And I'll just take them home and I'll have them later. I thought I might miss the 6:45 bus, but and I got here at 6:45, and it wasn't here. All these people are here for the very annoying to watch the guys go hit a ball with some stick thing. What do they call that? What a waste of time. But anyway, I'm out of breath. That's enough exercise for me. Bus is coming! Bus is coming! I can sit down with my takeout food. Bye for now. Look at all these people wearing these shirts and going to watch the guys hit the ball with a stick and then run around, some sand or something. I just don't get it. It makes no sense. I mean, slithering makes sense to me. I mean, it's kind of expensive. There are risks, and the substances and all that other stuff. All that stuff at least makes sense. This makes no sense. Makes no sense to me at all. Anyway, they're wearing the blue shirts, and then they're paying money, and they're crowding, and they're walking along, and they're going to watch the people hit the stick, and then they're going to come back, and then they're going to do it again next time, and it makes no sense. Makes no sense. Anyway, that's just me. Bye for now. Hello everybody, happy Canada Day for myself and my kids. I had a very nice night with the kids, nice morning with the kids, lots of family time, and then I'm like going, it's Canada Day, it's a nice day. It's supposed to be thunderstorms, but I don't see them yet. I kept an umbrella. I don't know if it'll protect me from thunderstorms, but anyway, just a very small umbrella anyway, won't really protect me from the rain. But I came out for a walk, there's lots of people out here, so I don't think there's going to be thunderstorms right away, and hopefully by the time there is one, somewhere where I can take cover. So I'm just walking along, so the buildings are there, I'm in the one on the left, and told the kids just going for a long walk, because it's a Canada Day, nice weather, and rechanneling, all of that. I haven't been for a long walk around here in a while now, for little short ones on that side. So this is the Sunnyside Pavilion restaurant thing, where I have eaten here before, and it's not too bad. Now, I was heading that way to Parkdale for my long walk, but now I'm like going, maybe I could just have a sandwich or something here. Then I don't have to walk miles and miles. I could still walk if I wanted to. Shouldn't come as a huge surprise to any of you that follow my podcast that the Nutty Professor decided to not walk much further. Another mile to Parkdale or more. So I'm like going, okay, that was a good walk, Emma. Let's eat. And also, I wasn't very busy today for a holiday, for a Canada Day. I didn't expect to see so many tables available. So I said, okay, I can just sit here and watch the lake and eat and make notes and think about what I'm going to write next, and and then I can walk back and do some work and spend some time with the kids, and and I do get a walk from here to those buildings, so maybe almost a kilometer each way, so it's about 2 kilometers, so a little under. So I get a walk. It's better than zero exercise. So I went for it. Since we're in they had some seafood options, but I'm like, the one that looked the best was the chicken sandwich, and it's actually very good. So I'm in it's a chicken weekend. I had chicken yesterday. This is a very good sandwich though. Nice fries. Now the only sauce they have is Fred's, and they brought a little bit salt and pepper. The pepper isn't coming out, and I can't get the top off. Normally I take the top off and I pour it on, but the top is really tight. So I just have to keep shaking tiny little bits coming. So other than that, the food is good and the service is very good. The people serving very friendly, very helpful. So I'm quite pleased with this. I think I did once before, 4 or 5 years ago, but I was drinking then. So I had one of those weird drinks where they put the beer upside down inside your cocktail. And I had something to eat, but I think it was so plastered from because I was not driving, it was just walk. So I was just like, drinking. So I had, I had beers and whatever, and I was like going, I don't remember the food all that much. But I think it was okay. But this is good, It's not too pricey for a tourist. Halfway back, building is just well, a little bit further, but I'm almost halfway from Sunnyside. Stopping for dessert. I didn't see any trucks. They have a truck, but it doesn't have the soft serve. So, and as far as I can tell, this place has soft serve. So I went by chocolate dip vanilla cone, and then back to the kids. Okay, got a small chocolate dip vanilla cone from that thingy. A little bit more expensive than the trucks. It was like $6.15 or something. 5 at the trucks these days, I think. So just a little bit more. It's a little smaller too, but it's okay. It's a good snack, a good dessert, and then that building. Hello, everybody. Got back from my walk, from my late lunch and walk, and just relaxed with the kids for like hours. Just pretended to be a cat. But I did reply to friends' texts, and I did make it your laundry, and I just relaxed, and and just so now feeding the kids. And then I'm going to, later, I've got leftover from yesterday. I think Lcee finished his thing. There's a little bit of tuna. Finn is eating it, now, I think Finn is the one that needs to lose a little bit more weight. But, fireworks are just about to start. I heard some sort, a little bit happening over there. You can see some in the distance. I don't know if it's not going to show in this, but there's some kind of shimmery on that side, kind of gold, and there's some flashing going up there, and then there's some going on here. Just a red one. Now I think these are all private ones. The public ones are on the other side towards Ashbridge's Bay, which you can't see from here. But these are all the private ones, and I don't bother going down anymore or going up to the roof. I just watch from here. And so I'm just going to relax with the kids, watch some fireworks, watch some TV, watch a Netflix series that I'm following, and then read, and then go to bed. So another Canada day done. Finn ate all of his and whatever was left over of his brother's. Agita likes hers too. She finishes every little bit. Good morning, everybody. It's the day after Canada Day, so it's Sunday. And both the babies slept very nicely on the bed with me at night. And then one got up and came here, and Agita was there. So they were on, almost adjacent condos purchase. So, but now everybody's getting up. So Agita got up and has moved to that perch, and this baby got up from the bed and came here. I think this is Finn. I think that is Lcee. It's very hard to tell, even as a father. I've had them for 3.5 years, but they're almost identical twins. That's why we call them the mayhem twins. Anyway, so we got there's much less mayhem now that they're older. So we've got. I'm now going to give the kids some treats and then just spend some time with them, and later on might go out for brunch, and later want to edit and post. But I was lying in bed, both the babies were with me, and I kind of reused a concept that I had used for a while, and then I kind of wasn't finding it all that much useful, because that whole, emphasis on sober versus non-sober, and, counting the days, and sobriety being, too much of the 12-steppy type of thing, which wasn't really working for me. It didn't. But now, at this point, and I can't think of a better word for it, the word doesn't really work for me, because remember at one point I was going for the one journey rather than separating it into the sober and the non-sober. So, but I'm not sure I want to use that approach either. I'm going to have to tweak this a bit. But this morning I did feel a bit of the, okay, yeah, appreciation of sober family time, that was not a bad concept, even though there are, implications of it that I don't quite like for my overall model. But appreciation of sober, I felt it this morning. I was like sober 3 weeks, over 3 weeks, and it's been a little hard at times, but I've made it. And both the babies sleeping very nicely on the bed with me pretty much all night, and cuddling in the morning, and Agita being nearby, and everyone, these two on the bed on the adjacent cat condos, and everybody here. And I'm sober, and I've been sober for over 3 weeks. Yeah, appreciation of sober family time. It's a little later, and we've all just been relaxing and napping, and so now it's toy playtime. So right now, this baby's just watching, and then Agita's playing over there with a bunch of toys, and one of the babies is playing here. Anyway, I'm gonna let them play a bit, and then give them brunch, and then make a morning entry, and then maybe go out for my own brunch and some shopping, PetSmart and stuff like that. Anyway, bye for now. Now Agita is playing with these toys. That baby is watching. That baby's watching, and I'm watching. So, as my friend said, Agita likes to show, just let the rest of us in the family know who is the actual boss of the family. So this happens during playtime in the morning. Anyway, all is well. We'll feed the kids and then see about my own breakfast. After having established that she is, the dominant one in the household, Agita has moved to her perch there, and she's watching, and she's allowing the babies to play with the toys, and now they're going to play wrestling. So this is our family morning time, family time, playtime. This happens every morning. Anyway, going to feed the kids and then see about getting my own brunch. From the four of us, bye for now. Hello everybody, I'm here at Easy on Roncesvalles having brunch. I'll talk more outside. I don't want to get blocked because of the music. Bye for now. I'm just about to leave. I paid. They're playing a Leonard Cohen song. Hallelujah. I'm just taping this for my friend. Leonard Cohen is everywhere. Hello everybody. I'm taping outside because I would have got blocked inside with the if you do, I think more than 10 seconds or 15 seconds, and then it becomes a real nuisance because I have to re-edit the whole podcast, and it's happened before. So, and they play the kind of music that my out-of-province friend would like. There was some, I think it was a John Mitchell song, and it was very folky. I think it was Mitchell. And then there was Hallelujah, Leonard Cohen, and my friend is probably the world's biggest Leonard Cohen enthusiast. So I guess I taped 8 seconds of it. I hope it doesn't get blocked. Now, I came out today, good morning with the kids, and came out to eat at Garlic Kitchen. My lunch, brunch, weekend thali is closed. Didn't realize it until later it was because of, yesterday, it's not today, but yesterday, I guess it's kind of a day-long weekend, so they took the Sunday off. So, a couple of places were closed. But then I drove around and I found parking on a side street and I came to Easy, which is open. The food was good, but I really like the coffee. Coffee was excellent, really, really good. And the brown sugar in that thing is much. I put a lot of sugar, so I used a lot of sugar. Like a dessert. It was good, So now I'm just going to walk to the car. There's a PetSmart down there where you can park underground. And on the way back, there's a Pet Value, there's a Drug Mart for cola, and I just want to check the gourmet food specials for kids for this week. I still got lots of food, but I want to see what this week's specials are at both places, and then maybe Sobeys. We'll see. I'll get something for later. I think I have leftovers. Hello everybody, I'm here at PetSmart, the Liberty Village one, and they've got, usually these things are empty, but they've got little customers or clients, or, little people here to be adopted. They look really cute. This is not the same rescue that I used to volunteer at. That was a different PetSmart and a different cat rescue. But anyway, I'm not going to obviously go too close because I don't want to disturb them. They're all sleeping very, very nicely. And I know that my friend who works at the adoption center gets very upset when people tap on the windows, and I would never do that ever. So let's see. I got some nice Hello, everybody. We've got Agita there, and we've got one of the babies here, and we've got the other baby here. I got back over a couple of hours ago and put away the shopping. I got more cat food for the kids, dry food from PetSmart, and then sachets from Veruva from Pet Value. And then, I got some cola for myself, and you get some corn on the cob and, daddy food, snacks. And I came back and I just relaxed with the kids for a couple of hours. Replied to a friend, a fairly long reply text, replied to a friend and spent some time with the kids. And now I'm just going to very quickly summarize the week and try to edit and post the latest podcast. It seems to be my Sunday night routine, Sunday evening routine these days. Now, on the whole, I guess an okay week. We're now over 3 weeks clear. 3 weeks and 3 days or 4 days, something like that. Almost 3.5 weeks. So I think on Thursday, actually, it will be 4 weeks, a month, And yes, there were some pulls, particularly since I was doing some writing. Which is sort of productive. I was writing details that I, don't include in podcasts. That does, trigger cravings. And but then I tried to do it in small increments, and then distractions afterwards, like going out to eat, and then going out with my friend for dinner, and all of that stuff. So there was some pulls, but as I said, relatively small increments. And going out and going to town and going to see the movie, and of course, obviously, the biggest push is the kids. And then there was that whole kind of curious thing with going out with my friend for dinner, and then discovering it was a religious holiday of all days to pick, and it is the festival that my mother, my mostly estranged family celebrates, which I haven't in many, many years, but then I've kind of got trapped all these people around me in their Eve clothes and stuff. So that was kind of weird. And I was talking to my friend, but kind of binges, slithering and all of that stuff, and all these people celebrating around us. It was a bit ironic. So there was that, and there were all the other pushes, the kids, of course, and the going out, the other dinners out, and the walks, and the, going to town, and all of that. Did not make a trip to the house this week, so I would probably have to make it next week. Yeah. And yes, of course, the time with the kids, did do some reading, watch some Netflix series, all of the various pushes. Even I did wash cars, stuff like that. So, on the whole, I suppose an okay week. And as I said, next week I'll be going to, very likely I will have to make a trip to cut the grass and meet my contractor, stuff like that. And after that, so it'll be a month on the Thursday, and after that, just another week and my friend's wedding. So that's a big incentive, make it clear till then. And then after that, my birthday in 3 days after that. And then I'm meeting my doctor again end of the month, and I really would like to, that'll be like 6 weeks. 7 weeks, but that I really would like to make it, until at least then, and then just kind of keep going. So, and then there was Canada Day, and there was fireworks, and there was all of that stuff, and there was like, shopping for the kids, food, and, and my own usual routines. So, it's now, 3 weeks and something clear and counting. So far, so good. As I said, there have been polls, but for the most part, there was even a little bit of poll this morning. I mean, last night I was home with the kids. I was, watching streaming. I was writing journals, all of that stuff. But there's still some polls this morning. But we're past the 3 week mark, so And the last dive was quite a deep dive in the shadow. So they seem to be getting deeper. So having made it 3.5 weeks, and I did talk about that whole concept that I had before. I kind of brought it back. The appreciation of sober family time. Plus, there was also, and I've been exchanging texts and emails with my friends about this, the whole vacuum thing. So I got a whole thing of vacuums here, and I think that some of them, those ones, the newer ones, I think they just need it's more like a convalescent home really for vacuums, because I think they just need servicing, belts, and and internal cleaning, and stuff like that, so filters. So, and this is the new one, which I'm very happy with. I just hope it lasts more than a few months. So that's what's happening. Yes, there have been pulls, but the pushes are holding, and I'm just going to keep going day by day as usual. So from the four of us, so we've got Agita there. We've got one baby there, actually coming quite close to his sister. And then we've got the other baby there. So, from the four of us. So, from one baby here, and then the other baby there, under the chair. And then Agita running about that way, So, from the four of us, and from myself, of course, the nuttiest and craziest professor to ever walk the face of the earth. Bye for now. See you next podcast.